I love a kebab, obviously, but I was recently introduced to something that may be even a better version of a kebab. It's a combination of two of my favourite takeaways, the classic kebab combined with a curry. There's a place in Sydney called Indian Home Diner. They do naan bread wraps with a curry on the inside, but just like a kebab, and it blew me away, being a lover of both Indian and kebabs, so I thought I'd show you my version of that. The first thing we're going to do, pan on, we're going to add our Patak's butter chicken paste into our pan. Now, the best thing about this butter chicken paste is it's got all the flavouring ingredients in the base that we need. So all we need to do is add that into a pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil just to fry it off. You only need a little bit, a couple of tablespoons of the olive oil just to help fry that paste off. You've got your ginger in there, you've got your garlic already, so it's got all that beautiful base flavours. As soon as that heat starts to hit it, the flavours come out and you really smell that pungent aroma and just how good those spices are in this curry paste. So Patak's have done all the hard work for us, so now we can just cook it and make our dinner taste amazing. We just want to fry this off for 30 seconds. And it just keeps getting more and more punchy in those aromas. Once our curry paste starts to split and go a little bit grainy, it's time to add in our chicken. So I've just got 4 chicken thighs in here. Now we sort of brown our chicken off in the curry paste. So we're going to stir it, so as it fries, you get that flavour through the chicken. I slice my chicken into nice, long, thin pieces so that they're easy to build on our kebab and it's easy to eat when you roll it up in that naan bread. Now that our chicken's started to brown off and change colour, we can add in our yoghurt. Just a couple of spoons of yoghurt. That'll make our butter chicken nice and saucy. And at this stage, you just want to keep stirring in and mixing the yoghurt into that chicken, that curry paste, till it all mixes together. Now all we want to do is just bring this mixture up to a little boil. Then we're going to drop it down to a simmer and just cook it out slowly until that chicken's tender and that sauce thickens up. I don't want this to be as thick and saucy as the traditional butter chicken, because then when you put it into your naan as a wrap, it's going to fall apart. So what we're going to do is almost cook it as a dry butter chicken. The thing I love about it is once you hit that curry paste with the yoghurt, you get that really lactic brightness and it takes the curry paste to another level. And the smells going on in this pot here are exactly why I love that Patak's curry paste, because it's just got so much flavour in there and it makes life really easy. All right, that now will cook for about 15 minutes until those chicken thighs are tender and our sauce has thickened up. While that cooks, we're going to make a really quick salad to go on the top of our butter chicken mix in our kebabs. So, mixing bowl, and I've just done a heap of chopping before we started. So everything's nice and fine, so it's easy to sprinkle on the top of our kebabs. So a couple of tomatoes that I've diced up into our bowl, 1 red onion nice and fine, and 1 cucumber. And I've also got a clove of garlic I've chopped nice and fine in there too. So you can imagine this is like the salad mix you get in the top of your kebab, which is the cucumber, the onion, the tomato, sometimes a bit of lettuce. This is just our little Indian version of that. So it's like almost a little Indian salsa. So I've got some cumin powder that can go in here now. Pinch of sea salt, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and a splash of white balsamic vinegar. It's got the acidity, but it's also got the sweetness that'll really help lift this. Mix this all together. And I'll also add some black pepper in at this stage, just for that little warming hit that it brings. Another little pinch of salt. We're just gonna let this sit and kind of marinate and let the salt draw the moisture out of all the vegetables and mix in to help dress the vegetables with the oil and the balsamic vinegar. So that can sit there and just chillax. Now, like in a kebab, you'd finish it with the yoghurt sauce. We're gonna do the same thing, just a little garlic yoghurt. A couple of spoons of our yoghurt, pinch of sea salt, 1 clove of garlic that's been grated nice and finely, and then a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to help bring it all together. So there we have our toppings for our kebab ready to go. Our chicken's going to take about another 10 minutes just to cook down till it's tender, so we'll keep cooking that nice and gently until it thickens up and that chicken's cooked through. Our chicken is cooked down. The gravy's really thickened up and just coated that chicken, so it's not going to be too saucy when it goes onto our naan. So that's perfect. It's now time to heat up our naan. So, fry pan on. Now, if you're using these to go with your curry, you just heat them up in an oven or a toaster, even a sandwich press, but I want to get a little bit of a sear on them like you would, or a toast on them like you would with a piece of bread for a kebab. So, extra virgin olive oil into our pan. Just wait 30 seconds for that to get hot. And what you want to do is just cook your naan so it gets a nice little bit of colour, but it's also nice and pliable, so it's nice and soft, so you can roll it up and turn it into that kebab. Otherwise, if it's too crispy and hard, which is great for dunking into your curry, it's not going to wrap as well, so you've got to make sure it's nice and soft and pliable. So into our pan, give this a nice little toast for 30 seconds to a minute each side till it's nice and soft. Now check our naan. It's nicely toasted on that side and becoming nice and soft and pliable. Turn it back over and just warm through the other side. Should only take 20 seconds. Now, we just want to take our naan out and we can build our kebab from here. So some of our butter chicken down the centre of our kebab, so it's easy to roll up. And you want a good amount of the butter chicken, that's the star. And then we can top that with our salsa. Just sprinkle that over the top. A couple of spoons of our garlicky yogurt. Just dolloped over the top. And then I like to finish off with just a couple of extra little garnishes. I've got a red chilli here, just some nice discs of red chilli. Sprinkle those over the top. And then just a couple of sprigs of coriander, just to freshen it up at the end. And there you have a very non-traditional dish, but using that Patak's butter chicken paste, we have very authentic flavours. That is my butter chicken kebab.